you're in school, like everything's good. Like you got friends, everything's fine there. I guess you have an active social life. You are dating some
Yeah.
ladies here and there.
Hmm.
Um, is there any? I mean, it's just is there anything traumatic happening to you at all? Like, or like even like really awesome. You know what I mean? Like it doesn't matter either one. But what I'm saying is there anything that sticks out to you during those years that
Well, I've had
uh,
psychological problems for most of my life. I've been in therapy for almost all my life, and I was medicated when I was a kid, and I think that might, I took Prozac when I was a kid, and I think that might factor into why I became an asexual actually, but
what age do they put you on that?
boy, that's really tough to say, but probably around puberty time, you know.
Okay, so and was that spearheaded by anything? Were you having issues, or did the school was just like Mormo just kind of awkward and he needs to be on something, or
I just I had a hard time cleaning up after myself, and that's a symptom of my illness that I eventually came down with. But and I just told my mom I needed someone to help me, you know.
yeah? And before you got to that point, were they acting like you were just lazy or something, and like maybe yelling at you all the time, or telling you to do this or that, and then they went to the medication, or they just go like right into the medication?
Teacher, like, I know teachers always said I was unorganized and stuff, and I saw this therapist when I was in middle school, I think, and we used to play games and stuff, and he would hypnotize me and like talk to me in hypnosis and stuff.
Yeah.
And then I had another this other therapist, and um I think I can't remember exactly why I was put on medication, but I remember being on Prozac when I was fairly young, like around puberty age, you know.
And how long do you think? You know, first of all, let me ask you. You don't mind talking about this stuff? I know I watched I Mormo, and you were talking about it a little bit, but I don't know how much. You know, if you don't want to answer nothing, something, just let me know. You know, I don't know if I don't want to dig too hard into your
No,
stuff
I'm
here.
good. I'm an open book. You know, there's the origin of the name Mormo Zine is the only kind of touchy subject with me that I don't like to talk about. Where I got the name.
Okay, no problem. So, how long were you on Prozac? Do you think? Because it sounds like it wasn't the right medication. So I'm because I've known people that have been on the wrong medication that I think fucked them up. You know,
Yeah,
they've been misdiagnosed, and I just wondered how long you were on that.
I can't remember. You know, when you're a kid, probably adults talk a lot about your health when you're not around. You know,
Yeah.
so so I probably don't know the full story, but like I remember I would take it and then I would not, and then I'd want to quit taking it, or I would not take it and then I'd get back on it, stuff like that. But I've never had good luck with antidepressants. And then when I became a man, I got put on antipsychotics, and that kind of helps me out a lot.
Okay, so you strike me as a pretty creative guy. You know, you're involved in a lot of different types of creative endeavors. When did that all start manifesting for you? Was it right up from the childhood or what?
I think so. Yeah, I remember drawing most of my life when I was a kid, and like taking drawings to church. I'd copying out of comic books and stuff, drawing, and I always liked to draw. And I, when I was a little kid, I always wanted to make movies, and I wanted to in the movie business, and really I was born in the right place, but kind of just couldn't get along with people or whatever, and never followed that path too closely aside from like acting in some plays and stuff. But yeah, I always wanted to make movies, always loved to draw and do art and stuff. And I've always had a side hustle for most of my life and would make money on the side. So